Hey everyone, Damien Tuzovic here from Need to Demon Network once more, bringing you another 1 vs 1 Dawn of War Soulstorm replay. So this one's on Blood River, and as you can see we've got Space Marines on the bottom and Necrons on the top. So the Necrons are led by Marines Need Buff, apparently, and the Space Marines are led by Horny Loves Porno, so some very well named players indeed. So yeah, we're seeing pretty standard build from the Space Marines so far. Chapel Barracks going down, a few Scout Marines. As for the Necron side, we're seeing a couple of Scarabs building some power plants. So there we go, pretty standard builds so far. Oh yeah, and they're building a couple of couple of Necron warriors as well. And here we go, first major unit of the Space Marines, the Space Marine squad, or the attack Marines as they're sometimes known as, or tactical Marines. So looks like they probably be ready at about the same time as the Necron warriors, and
Position secure.
yeah, as you can see, Space Marines, yeah, just expanding to the right. Pretty usual stuff, and yeah, we're seeing a Force Commander come out as well. So yeah, pretty standard stuff indeed. As for the Necrons, yeah, they're just building up their second squad of Necron warriors right now. Haven't built a Lord though, so Space Marines are going to be a bit outmatched though until they get that Force Commander out. So we'll just have to see what happens. So yeah, it looks like the Necrons have put the warriors in a bit of a defensive position. In fact, they're pulling them back. I'm not entirely sure if they saw the Space Marines, but in either case they see them now. And yeah, we've got a first engagement to the game, only 1 minute 45 seconds in actually. That's pretty fast. Well, faster than some of the other games I've seen anyway. So my god, you should have seen the game in that Lucian map. It took forever to get a battle started. It's kind of ridiculous, really. But yeah, in any case, we see Space Marines tangling with the Necron warriors several meters away. And unfortunately, they were standing in negative cover. Don't know if the Space Marine player was aware of that or not. But in either case, he's retreated his Space Marines. It looks like he's going to renew his push. At the very least to distract those Builder Scarabs, perhaps luring in the Necron warriors a bit closer as well while putting in his Force Commander. And as for the Necrons themselves, they are building their own Necron Lords. So it looks like at the moment the Necrons do have the troop, and soon they'll have the commander advantages, well, roughly have a troop and commander advantage as well. So let's see what the Space Marines can do about that though. They have expanded to quite a bit of the map actually. They've capped the bottom right relic, and they're building a second Space Marine squad, so they'll be able to build quite a bit pretty soon. And yeah, they're floating a few resources. They could afford a third Space Marine squad, but for whatever reason they're not going for that. And yeah, as you can see there, the Force Commander just killed off the Scarab squad, which was building that Obelisk. So pretty nicely done, although he seemed to have sacrifice a couple of Space Marines though to do that, and his scout, unfortunately, just at the last second they got down as well. So it's a nice little pincer movement Space Marines have. The forces might be a bit limited, but yeah, they're doing a pretty good job of pinning the Necrons in one space. And yeah, they're bringing up another squad of Space Marines as well, just in time for the Necron Lord to jump in and yeah, do a bit of damage, as you can see, to the Space Marine squad. And we've got another Space Marine squad coming out and another one on the way, so they're really messing up their troops pretty early. They're harassing the Scarabs while also fending this Necron assault as well. I wonder what happened to the Necron Lord. Oh, there he is. Okay. And the Force Commander is heading up the back a bit actually. And yeah, by the looks of it, the Necrons just teleported to their base, which means they finished off their summoning core, and the Space Marines actually managed to capture the middle and the right critical. So not such a bad effort actually. Seeing a pretty strong push by the Space Marines in the start of the game. Not bad at all. And yeah, Force Commander still doing a nice job harassing Scarabs, keeping them on range stance, and yeah, just very, very slowly killing them off. And for some reason the Necron player didn't retreat them far enough. Maybe they intended for them to slow down the Force Commander, but didn't really slow them down by much, as you can see. Yes, for the Necron base, they built another warrior squad. So yeah, they're turning to a rather formidable force. Although the Space Marines certainly have some pretty major numbers as well. And as you can see, the Force Commander is just going into melee stance now. I think he's going to melee stance. Well, in that case, yeah, he's going to melee stance against the Necron Lord now. So he's doing a bit of damage actually. Managed to get off a couple of hits, and Necron Lord teleported a pretty short distance to get to Space Marine squad, which was actually enough to distract the Force Command at least for a short while. But yeah, unfortunately, seems to have been pretty short-lived. And yeah, Necrons are now getting into close combat with the Space Marines, but as you can see, the Space Marines are slowly beating them back. Yeah, we just got a blast off by the fortified obelisk. Yeah, it's interesting. Their obelisks, they don't get a regular fire weapon until they fortify them twice. So this one's got an interesting little ability. As you can see, it sends a green bolt of energy at the Space Marines, and yeah, did quite a bit of damage to them in an area of effect. So, but yeah, as you can see, it doesn't fire too frequently at all. And yeah, we got some flayed ones very slowly pursuing the Space Marines. The Space Marines, yeah, very deftly dodging that. The player certainly knows how to micro his units. He's letting the Necrons getting a bit close now, and yeah, now they're getting into another melee again. Just trying to see if there's any flayed ones left. No, there doesn't seem to be any left actually. So Space Marines would have beat back those Necrons pretty easily. Although, yeah, Necrons do a pretty good job of disruption in melee, which is kind of funny, really. And yeah, we've got a couple more squads being built by the Necrons. We've got the Necron Warriors and the flayed ones being built as well. Yeah, we've got tier 2 going on by the Space Marines. We're not seeing any tier 2 research going on by the Necrons, so it looks like they're stuck with tier 1 stuff for now. And yeah, that ability just went off again. I wish I could have caught that, but yeah, what can you do? But yeah, as you can see, it goes off once. It does a fair bit of damage, but yeah, it doesn't do any regular amounts of damage. And as you can see, the fortified obelisk has actually gone down in pretty short order, and the Scarabs are decapping the middle critical. I'm surprised the Space Marines aren't at least sending a squad or also just to chase them away from that point, at least to kill them off. But I suppose there's some bigger fish to fry, like the Necron base itself. And yeah, as you can see, they're sending a couple of Scout Marines to take care of the Scarabs on the right critical. So the Necrons did manage to stop the Space Marines from getting that victory from critical points. Yes, it looks like they did. Just barely though. The Scarab dying just as he managed to decap the point. And yeah, it looks like the Necrons have built a Forbidden Archive building as well. Can't really see that Necron Lord anywhere. Oh, there he is. Whoops. So yeah, it looks like they'll be upgrading some abilities for him if they haven't done already. So yeah, Space Marines now at tier 2. They've got an armory out, and they're building a couple more power plants. But from what I can see, they're most likely going infantry heavy. As for their actual infantry upgrades, we're seeing a bit of a mix actually. Some of them being upgraded with heavy bolters, some with a sergeant, some with rocket launchers. So yeah, nice little general build up, to say the least. Necron's doing a pretty good job of warding them off though. It only seems to slow them down slightly though. So not to shabby at all actually. So as you can see, the Space Marines are managing to get some pretty good shots off on the Necrons. The Necron Lord has exhausted his abilities though when he, from what I can see, when he had that chrono shift. Well, no, not chrono shift. No, that's that game. Anyway, when he did that chronometron ability or whatever it's called, that slows down nearby enemy troops. So yeah, as you can see, he did manage to do a bit of disruption, but he managed to make it with his skin intact. That's incredible. So Scab's now decapping the top left relic. So not bad effort by the Necrons, and as you can see, they're going to tier 2 as well. And yeah, there goes the top left relic. So Space Marine's got his work cut out for him. Got various squads of flayed ones, Necron Warriors, and various other things as well. Interestingly, he's upgraded his scouts with their own plasma guns. I'm not entirely sure if that was the best option. And yeah, from what I can see, I think the Necron Lord is dead as well. That would explain why there's red dots on the map. And yeah, as you can see, the Space Marines are just wiping up the floor now. If Necrons go for a vehicle, they'll find that Space Marines actually got a counter for that as well with the rocket launchers. Yeah, and yeah, just heard that as well. At least for a second, looks like the Space Marines had captured. Actually, I think I might have missed that. Oh, well, never mind. In any case, we got one critical being controlled by Space Marines and one critical being controlled by Necrons. However, the Necrons are going to have a hell of a time beating off the Space Marines, or rather beating them away from their base, I meant. But yeah, Space Marines are not making it easy for them to counter-attack though. Very good use of the Necron Lord with his Chronometron ability and teleport as well. That green stuff you see around the Space Marines is, yeah, that ability slowing down. And as you can see, they managed to do quite a bit of damage on them actually. Necron Warriors, they're pretty slow in short range, but they do